Saturday night's all right. AEW Collision and Rampage. We are your Collision crew. Starts right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
Happy Sunday. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. And it is the debut of Sizzling Sundays. I hope you have a cocktail, a coffee, some lunch, whatever you want. We're your Collision crew. Ooh. Aisha's starting. I love it. She's ready. I just got water. We're your Collision crew. You know where we're from. You know what we do. Usually we're Dynamite Dolls, but we have our girl Aisha. We're here to tell you about the first episode of AEW Collision and a little bit of Rampage. What a weekend for AEW. We don't know if we're gonna do a ranking system or not. We're gonna figure it out as we go along, guys. But should we just get into it? Should we just go right into it? Hey, Casey. Let's start. We're gonna start back on Friday. Actually, before I'm sorry, I'm so rude. Happy Father's Day. And how is everyone doing today?
I'm all right. Yes, happy Father's Day to those who celebrate, and yeah, doing all right. Doing okay over here.
Mika, you all right? Yeah.
All right.
So let's go into it. We're starting Friday. Rampage. This was a stacked Rampage. Okay, I'll just go into real quick. Takeshita Bandito, Chaos versus United Empire, Trish Adora, Taya Valkyrie. Truly the main event in my heart. Jay Lethal, Jeff and Karen Jarrett versus Mark Briscoe, Papa Briscoe, and Aubrey Edwards. A wild show. We started it off with Chaos versus United Empire. As usual, it's Rampage. We just went straight into the matches. How did we feel about this, guys?
It was fine. It was fine. It's always been well. It's always been do well but I enjoy seeing Willow. I say that. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I respect and truly come to love his wrestling ability in the ring. So, and I love it for Chaos. Best friends deserves all the things. So, 100% excited, So.
Aisha, you got thoughts?
I thought it was fine, honestly. It's always nice to see, Will Ospreay do his thing. And again, as I say every time, the best friends are I know people love the best friends. I don't mind the best friends. I was just like, okay. But they do their thing. They do their thing. I'm just waiting for them to grow on me. Rocky Romero, yes, it was good. It was good. It was a nice opener.
Yeah, I'm a best friends. Chaos, Rocky Romero. Love my boys. This is fun. But in the end, United Empire wins. And just real quickly, shout out to AEW because 99% of these photos in this slide are going to be from AEW directly. So shout out to them and thank you very much for all of these. So next up, Taya Valkyrie, Trish Adora. Whew. Let's get into it.
I have thoughts, obviously.
Tell me thoughts.
I have thoughts. Love Trish Adora, regular on Women's Wrestling Army. Lyric said something. Shout out to our newest co-host, Lyric. She said something which was very, very on point. And she's like, Trish Adora, which I believe is one of the best unsigned wrestlers right now. And like, it's the truth. It is the truth. Like anybody that goes up against Trish Adora, like how it doesn't matter who wins or who loses, you learn something, you get better. And now that she, has trained at, the New Japan Pro Wrestling School in LA, like she was already good before. And now she is just like that much better. And I'm glad that this wasn't a complete squash match, but come on. And I know they were giving shout outs because, Trish, she's from the DC area. I wanted more. Trish could give us more. But I love Taya Valkyrie. So I get it. I understand. But I need Trish Adora signed to AEW already. So please stop playing games.
Well, we've seen her on Ring of Honor a lot.
Yes.
So.
But she's killing it, of course.
She is.
It's the day before Juneteenth, so I'm going to respectfully keep my thoughts about Trish Adora to myself. It was a match. Love you, Taya.
Taya was aggressive. Taya is showing who Taya truly is in this match, and I love that for her. And this is not the last time we will see Taya, but of course Taya wins. But it was a great match. It did what it needed to do. We got an aggressive Taya. Then we hear from the Hardys. And they accept the challenge.
Just face is me.
Listen. This is the best picture I could find.
Then he got cropped into a meme and moved, because that's
This is the best one I could find. Jeff, it's so melancholy in this photo. It is. Brothers A.
It is. It's ridiculous. And he doesn't have to do Jewel Head Brace on today.
Kind of upset about that. Hey, Bobby. But they accept the Guns challenge. They say they're going to do what their dad could never do, is make them famous this Wednesday on Dynamite. Page in the back.
I'm just realizing that Jeff has the Shad Gaspar shirt on. R.I.P. to Shad. We love him, especially relevant on Father's Day, where Shad, drunk saving his son. So Jeff is always so poignant. So that's beautiful. Good steal. You grabbed it out.
Yeah. Great. I like this segment. It was fun.
Josh, thank you for stopping me, Josh. I really appreciate you.
Oh, I'm screaming. Guys, I don't care what anybody says. This is the main event. This is the main event. I don't care. It's trios match. Mixed trios match. Gave me everything I needed. But I'm going to let you guys give your thoughts before I go.
I am confused because when this came on, I was like, "Oh, we're at the main event already." Oh, no, we're not at the main event. Why was this not at the main event? Like, I need y'all to be for real. Listen, come on, Aubrey. She was like, "Let's go!" Like,
that's the only time I got Aubrey is 1-0. That's it. There's nothing else that needs to be said. The girl is 1-0. Good shout out to her.
It was delightful. It was delightful. There are times when this is her gear, Casey. She's a ref. She came out in her gear. Come on, she just took the sleeves off, and I think Bedazzled did it a little bit. But these kinds of matches, like these just fun matches, I love them because honestly, ever since I started watching wrestling, man, you get on Twitter and it is in shambles every single day that I just, at this point, like I have to mute and block because people suck the fun out of it. And it's like, can y'all just have some fun? And I feel like this is a perfect example of that. So I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it.
Shout out to Papa Briscoe.
You know, happy Father's Day to Papa Briscoe, his first win without both his boys. For him to come out and do that, much love to Papa Briscoe.
Listen, he didn't look half bad in the match. Some wrestlers that are older don't look that good. So shout out Papa Briscoe.
That's the beauty of the way that they booked this match, is that they put non-wrestlers with a Jamie and with a Jeff Jarrett who are safe, who are educated, who are well versed in wrestling and can make things look good. They can keep non-wrestlers safe. You know, this is not a match that you could have had with just anybody in the match. So that says a lot about who Jamie and Jeff Jarrett are in the ring. You know, that Jeff Jarrett felt safe enough to let his wife get in there and mix it up, and Aubrey felt comfortable, and you know. So to me, that says a lot about their character and their talent in the ring. So shout out to them too. They may not be my favorites, but I always gotta respect the people that can help other people.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely fun. This should have been Jeff Jarrett, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take what I can get. Maybe Aubrey just wanted that. Maybe Aubrey still wanted to feel like a ref, you know? I don't think a ref should have gear. I think this makes sense. She just cut the sleeves off. She put a little bling on it. It's untucked. It still makes sense. It would have been weird if she came out in a little shorty short and a like crop top. It would have been weird.
We didn't need it.
It would have been weird. But her and Karen was fun. Nah, Mark wouldn't let him down. He got him. This was so fun. It made sense for them to be rolling around and to do catfighty things, giving us a Divas era, but like it made sense. They're not wrestlers. Everything made sense. Karen going for the stroke, you know, the guitar. Everything was fun. It just brought me joy. And I don't care what you say. This is one of my favorite matches of the whole year. I don't care. Kenny Will Ospreay in the Tokyo Dome. Great. This right up there. I'm gonna say what I said. Because
This
sometimes
one,
you just need fun.
Exactly. This one and like the firm deletion, like to me, like period. Y'all ain't nothing topping. Ain't nothing topping that.
This is wrestling. Come on. They're grown men in sparkly chonies. Come on.
And if you cannot laugh at yourself,
come on.
Yeah.
We get the win. 1-0. And now Aubrey is retired undefeated.
I'm just gonna say this is sports entertainment.
Yes. Yeah. Jericho Appreciation Society? Nah. I was sports entertained. It shouldn't have made sense. None of this should have worked, but it did. 10 out of 10. We get a nice little backstage. Taya and our TBS champion, Chris Statlander. Both of them with the thighs out today, guys. Thank you, ladies, respectfully. I'm excited. You know, challenge. Taya says, you know, Chris is like, I've been watching you, or I know you've been watching me. Let's go anytime, any place. And Taya's like, all right, we'll see. A little snarky, little. I like this Taya. This is actual Taya. This feels right than like when she came in. It's like, hi guys.
Yeah. I mean, I like again, like I can't wait for this match to, you know, because Taya's been wanting that you know, TBS shit. Like she was trying to get it off of Jade and it didn't happen. So let's see who. I don't know. I like it. I don't mind it. Yeah. Anytime they brought the deletion matches in wrestling in the words of VKM, this is such fun. Lots of fun.
It's true. True. I'm excited. Good little promo.
Mm-hmm.
Main event. Not the main event of our hearts, but it's the main event. Takeshita Bandito. The boys did what they needed to do, though. A match. Thoughts, feelings, opinions.
It's hard to hate the question. It really is. Like, I know he's a hero right now, but it's so hard to hate him. He's just so good. He's really good at what he does. And no one can dispute Magneto at this point. Magneto is so top tier, especially when you just think of talent in his realm of just period, such a professional. So I enjoyed it. Again, like you said, not the main event of our hearts. But for the wrestlers that needed to come back from our fun, 6-man tag we had, this definitely satiated their pure wrestling hearts, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the same page as Mika. It really is hard to hate Takeshita. I know they're trying very, very hard. Like, honestly, like, it doesn't matter what he does. Like, it's just everybody's gonna hate Don Callis and love and love Takeshita. Casey, the main event of my heart, and that's all that matters. Well, that is so cute. Yo, shout out to what is her name on Twitter? I think her name is Mel Coleman Art for that
Yes.
for the art. I don't like I want to call it, I don't know if it's whatever. I'm not an artist. I don't know what paint brushes and paint and charcoal and stuff. I don't know. But that art was beautiful. Like,
beautifully disgusting. It's so, and I mean that in the nicest way.
It's a chef's kiss. Like, it looks so great. But yeah, Al, what about you? What do you think?
I loved it. I mean, it was a good time. You know what, Josh? Yeah, I agree. Let's get a V Trigger to Dawn one day, please. At least one. It was a great, fun match. They just wrestle so good. There's nothing to complain about. They just, you know what you're going to get, and you're going to get a good, strong match. And yeah, you're right. I can't hate him. I can't hate Takeshita, but I hate Dawn.
For sure.
Slimy, disgusting Dawn. Sure. But Takeshi gets the win. Of course.
Josh, just so you know, the Dawn is on a one-way street to a V Trigger. Like, there's not even any stop signs or exits or traffic lights. It's a dead end at a V Trigger. It's coming. It's coming for sure.
Don't worry. I'm going to film myself watching Dawn get V-triggered, okay? And I'm going to post it for all of y'all because the tears, the screams, the joy. Casey.
I will say this. It doesn't matter what city that happens in. The pop, when he finally gets the V-trigger in his own, is going to be absolutely disgusting for a while. Like, we're not going to be able to do anything because the celebration in the crowd is going to be absolutely.
You know what? Wembley. A V-trigger in Wembley. 90,000 people?
You might be cooking. Hey, you might be, if you're watching, because we know you watch our stuff. Just, we have to say, we got a cash out. Just, just saying.
I'm just saying, it's a really good idea. What's the biggest crowd you got? I would do it there. What do I know? I'm just a girl. But that was Rampage. Great show. Love to see it. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's get into what we're here for.
Please tell me you have a skill shot at that stage.
I don't. That's the only thing I don't have. It's really upsetting. Okay, send it to me.
Let me tell you something.
That stage?
Like, when you saw it in motion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I sent it to you on Wednesday. I sent it to her.
Perfect. Give us a second. We're going to pop it up.
So, the thing that I value about AEW and about Toni is if he's going to do something, even if he's going to mess up, he's going to put his whole foot in it. So, it's like, even if it's not the best idea, he's going to ride it out, right? This stage and the concept, the look, the text, giving Saturday Nitro at WCW just so good. It made me happy to see what effort that he's putting into. I said to
I got it's coming.
AEW and did not work that show. And he was just like, whoa, like, that looks good. So that had me excited before we even kicked off. I was just like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, it has.
But because listen, we're on the same page because I saw that and I said, baby, this, like, y'all know how I get. Like, shout out, man, to the whole entire crew behind the scenes, your lighting techs, because it just when the lights hit it and the walkway is glossy and it just looked so good. And you're absolutely right. Like, it definitely got me hyped. I'm like, I love a good setup and like how much work it takes. And that's really, really hard to do and to make it look good in person and on television. Whew. Love it.
Well, just I got it now. I'm gonna just pop it up on the screen. So y'all know. Beautiful, stunning.
Wow.
Giving me everything I need. Look at that. It's massive.
Beautiful.
The amount of work. Like my girl said, like, matches are going on and the lights are still running and the LEDs, but like, just good. Just good. That's all I can. There's not even a word. It's just good. It's just goodness.
Yep. It's sumptuous. Shout out to their lead gaffer technician. Like,
yeah, whoever designed that, you did it. You did the thing.
Josh. Okay.
Cool.
I'm just saying. Collision is up there. I was just, you're not wrong. I'm wishing you're right.
You know, because this is a stage. I want a stage. I don't want a big LED. It's cool, kinda, but I want grandeur.
Mm-hmm.
This felt like important.
Yeah.
This felt distinctly different from Dynamite, but also still AEW.
Mm-hmm. And the nostalgia factor, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, there's a nostalgia factor. So you're also bringing in possibly people who have been away from wrestling for a while, but they remember, WCW. They remember Monday Nitro. So it's like, okay, just bring them in. And so I think that was very smart on their end. And I know they got a little bit of like hate for it, like you're copying, but I'm like, no, you're smart because you're bringing in your audience already, but then you're bringing in people that have left and come back, or even new people like me. So yeah.
And it makes sense.
Segue. Okay, what else is smart? That choice of theme song.
Literally was gonna say.
Smart. Toni. I get you. I see you. I see what you're doing.
Toni knows the importance of music, and that's why he's not gonna spend what he spends on music.
You know that was his music.
Elton John?
For
how long?
Like, not just one episode. That is the Collision theme song.
Sir Elton John. Godfather of all the UK.
It's all elite graphic. Because now we have it. Like, come on.
I was gonna say, I was like, we don't have the Elton John is all elite. We don't have it on here.
Go grab it.
But I agree. The very, very smart choices. It's not, it's not as aggressive, should I say, as like Dynamite and Rampage, where it's like rock, which like gets you hyped. This is like a different feel.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's giving you a whole different type of feel, and I'm like, I love that. Again,
yeah.
Casey, I mean,
that's okay.
That's all right.
That's fine.
That's the thing they say is, but you can't deny that for what's happening, it was a perfect decision.
Yeah.
When you ever made the song, the choice and the thought behind it is the way. You know what I mean?
I mean, because when I think of wrestling music, I think of like the Dynamite theme song. You think of regular broy rock, generic, and we're trying to get away with it. And like, I know WWE gets a little bit different, but Elton John, come on, this is fun. It's just the energy I need. That's the kind of wrestling I like. It's just fun and like, it just gets you like, okay.
And nostalgic, right?
Yeah.
It goes back to that nostalgia. You have Elton John fans, older Elton John fans.
Older?
Newer Elton John. Like, you know what I mean? Like old, longtime Elton John fans, newer. It's just very nostalgic. And so, again, it all goes hand in hand. So very smart. Very, very smart.
It's so good.
Are you still trying to find the graphic?
I think that's all you might have been down. I can't find it.
We could just go into it. We could do it as a palate cleanser because
I will tell you, this episode, if you have not watched Collision, please, take the time.
Worth it.
And watch it. If you're not a big fan like me, you can skip like the first 10 minutes. That's fine. But you are not going to want to miss I would just say this. The people that have been gone, that have come back, were sorely missed. And you could tell by how good this show was. And we'll get to that. But
it flows well.
It's just a different feeling. It's a completely different feeling. And I love it.
It felt like light, right? Like it felt like it wasn't rush. It was like pacing was slower and to have fun and like take it in. And I don't know, obviously weeks are going to be different, but today felt like enjoy it, breathe. We're not going to push you. We're a little bit longer on the matches. We were less talking. We had a few talking segments, but there wasn't a lot of backstage. We were wrestle. So let's get into it. The debut of AEW Collision. Stacked card. We're going to hear from the Acclaim. Miro is back. Buddy Matthews. Andrade. Wardlow. Luchasaurus for the TNT Championship. Women's tag. We had Skye Blue. Willow Nightingale versus the Outcasts. And our main event, of course. Samoa Joe. Jay White. Juice Robinson versus Comforter. And... Comforter. I'm not calling them anything else. Comforter. We went into it, guys. Would you expect?
I should have expected now. I don't know why I did.
Of course. We get Phil out. Little baggy, little boots. You could refrain from if you don't want to speak. That's cool. Phil does Phil things in this promo. But dare I say, controversial hot take that I didn't even realize. I didn't mind seeing him, but I'm still like, whatever. I know this man has a giant ego, but I still like watching him wrestle and in the ring. I know it's very confusing. Even with the shots to the Bucks, even with the ego on the man is out of control, and we all know this. But it was fine. A little long, but the main thing is he still has that title, we're assuming, in the bag, and he says for people to come get it.
So,
Aisha, you're new. What do you feel?
Okay, so but by the time that I really started watching, like CM Punk was essentially on his way out. Really, that's kind of, I was like, well, and so I honestly wanted to come in with fresh eyes. I've read the many things, the opinion pieces, and everybody has an opinion, and that's fine. But I wanted to come in with fresh eyes, just new, and just experience CM Punk for what he is giving right now. And so that's just how I'm going to approach him. And so far, I'm like, okay. Like, you talk a lot, and that's fine. Like, it's not that it's a bad thing. It's very much like, I could see why, in my opinion, watching him and MJF, I was like, oh, you guys are just like similar sides of the same coin, right? Like, two different sides of the same coin is what I'm trying to say. But like, so I'm like, I would love to see that again. But yeah, just coming in with fresh eyes. CM Punk was fine for me. I honestly wish, though, that I understand why they started off with him. I just think that the pop when he came out with FTR wasn't as big because they had already seen him. That's just like a kind of a little thing. But yeah, other than that, we'll see how things progress, and how my opinions change and things like that. So
No, that's
yeah.
fair.
Well, I don't know about that. What is Casey saying? CM Punk doesn't need any title. He got injured both times. He held the AEW World title. Plus his name alone, he don't need it in that regard. All right.
It did feel weird. Go ahead. I was like, oh, it felt weird that we're bringing up the title situation 9 months later. We would have, like, it's dumb.
You're not the champion.
Yeah.
You still have your belt. You are not the champion.
Yeah,
And
that was
your
weird.
actions show that you are not the champion. And I was really irritated with the promo because you're taking all the shots at wrestlers being emotional. All this started because your feelings was hurt. You was having a meltdown on a media scrum. What are we talking? Like, are you not getting the irony? Like, you're talking about her feelings? Like, that's why we here, right? Like, that's literally why we here. You taking shots at the Bucks and all of this other stuff. They gave you a show. Get out here and wrestle. Get out here and show them why you still proud to be in the company. Get out here and show them why you want to be champion again. Don't talk me to that. Because I don't care. At this point, you've been talking for 32 years. As long as you have been a wrestler, you have been sitting down on your ass and talking. Give us more. Wrestle. You said until somebody can fill those boots, then I'll be here, then be here. Wrestle. Do something to contribute. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. I've never been a big Phil fan. I respect him. Wrestler, he's a great wrestler. But I was already older when he came into WWE, in that era of wrestling. So for me, like, you're not my cool. You're cool. You're not cool. But this whole thing, like, make it worth our while if you're coming back again. Because the last time you came back, it didn't well. So, just, okay. That's it. And put the title back on your display case. Because we know that's the one that they gave you when you won. Put it back. Just go put it back. And it's looking weird. It's getting weird.
Hi, Shay. Hey. And also, we'll get to Jay White. Please.
That's all Shay's opinion. Not
3 men that look good before he even hit the screen. So we got 3 other men to talk about.
We just started Collision, Shay. Calm down.
Yeah, Shay. You can't perfect
yeah, that was Phil. Okay. But I low-key want that stupid Larry shirt. Because we stand Larry in this house. I said what I said, Mika. I don't care what I said. I don't want to buy a Punk shirt. I can't afford it right now, but I like it. Anyways. Our first ever match on AEW Collision is appropriately the TNT Championship. That's the nicest thing I'm going to say about this.
I still have trouble behind not this match, this title.
This title's cursed.
I need to see Americans and Nightingale because I still don't feel good about it. But we came out the door. We just kicked it in. I was just like, you know what? Just blow the doors out of it. Let's go.
This match. You're right. This title is.
We're gonna get to it, Josh.
Yeah, that's next.
I was explaining that about the sister. I was like, both of their
Luchasaurus and his dad, Christian.
That is a terrible stage move. Terrible. We'll get to it, but terrible stage move.
It really is, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he did help, but well, yeah.
I think
But
ultimately,
before,
yeah, I feel like honestly, like I was surprised, but not really, because I feel like you have to have these kinds of surprises on the very first show. So I was like, you know, it makes it, maybe it may not make sense, but it makes sense for what for this for the debut, and like trying to have as many surprises as possible. But yeah, I agree. This thing is being is
Maybe Twitter was balls in a China shop when we went to 300, okay? Everybody was shocked at all. And I was just like, oh, okay. It's hard on my head on a Saturday night. Okay. Okay. I knew you said you just, and, and then
oh, you mean,
to snatch the title before.
please. Kris Jenner herself wouldn't do this. The devil herself, Kris Jenner, would never do this.
The man didn't even get off the mat before Christian has snatched the title.
On the corner, like he did something. You hit
Turtleneck. Come on.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
Well,
now, Josh, you are not wrong,
That's-
because
yeah.
you ain't wrong.
No lies.
Why would you guys think it's a different champ?
Hmm.
I will tell you the TNT title without some relevance, Casey. When they forgot the definition of the word interim, and they had said for the same belt twice, because they made two belts, and it was for the interim title and the regular title, but it was the same title belt. That's what they lost the relevance, because that's what it became a joke. That's what it became a hot potato. That's what it became just entertainment. Because you forget that, for example, Hook is the FTW champion and has been for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't defend that title again. You forget he even has it. And it's like, why? Because y'all be playing hardcore 24/7 title with the TNT. TBS, with the same person, should give out the prestigious there. And you got the TNT title, you had Skye, you had Cody Rhodes, you had Sammy Guevara, you had Willow, powerhouse, you have Willow, but it's changing hands. Like,
Yeah.
let somebody build some prestige behind that belt. We're not saying 365 days, but 2 weeks, 2 months, and then we got another champion. Like, it's exhausting. It makes your head spin.
Yeah, and then it's just like, does it? And then I don't want to care about this title if they don't care.
Right.
And Wardlow, everybody loved Wardlow. People love Wardlow, and you're just like watering him down, and like, why?
This,
Like,
Josh, this, right here. Beautiful belt. You made him a custom Laker color TNT title for him to lose it in 2 weeks.
Miro had a custom title.
It's just, it gets disrespectful. It's disrespectful, honestly. The belt deserves better. It really does.
Do I get one? Can we get a TNT title?
If we show up, I'm sure we can. One of the three of us can probably take it.
I want it. If I'm gonna get a custom one, can it be purple and pink in the women's wrestling talk colors? Because then we can just pass it to the three of us. You know.
So, who wants to pass all this feedback along to Toni?
Well,
you know, I might have the most direct link, so maybe I should set up a source.
please do. We have some thoughts, Toni,
We got
and it's either make it relevant or I don't want it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't mention that. Don't.
mention- yeah.
Too soon.
But we need to see
At this point, maybe get rid of it. International is what this title could have been. And I get it's for the company.
FTW, and let people actually wrestle for the family time.
Yeah.
Or whatever FTW stands for the world, for the people, for the women, for the
Ooh, for the women though, low key would be fun.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Just saying.
It's just all good. And then he comes down and finds it. He goes back to that.
Yeah. So contrary to this photo, Luchasaurus is the TNT champion. Just everybody I just need before. Not Christian.
We are the champions.
They are. Maybe they'll break it apart. It's a lay cool situation.
That'd be cute.
You know, they have halves of it, best friends. You know, I could see that. So that was our first collision match ever.
It was.
All right.
Heart.
Here you go.
Heart.
Go ahead.
I screamed and my little sister was like, he's fine. I was like, I know. I was so happy to see him. He didn't have to say nothing. They showed that backstage. I was just like, my baby, where have you been? Listen, cute. And exactly his body. He announced that he's going to be in the Overwatch tournament. He plans to win. You know, he plans to start a new chapter in his book of house. Shay, giving, okay? The chesticles, the pectorals, it was giving, okay? I was enamored. I heard what he said, but it didn't matter. I got to see him. But this is the beauty of this show. Is that we get to see the people that they're not regularly putting on Dynamite Rampage, all of that. You know, we have our time now. And that time is going to allow some of these people to look like a powerhouse, you know, like Piro, like Andrade, because the stuff that they did last night, it shows exactly why we need to do that show.
Mm-hmm.
Time is let these people work because they want to and they're good. That's all.
So two things. One, I love how the Hobbs they put him in an extra small shirt, like 2 sizes too
Every
small.
time. Every time.
That's for Mika. That's for Mika.
It's just for me.
Second thing, just a shout out to Lexi. Like Lexi has grown leaps and bounds from even 6-7 months ago, and it's so great seeing her do, you know, do like her promos with
RJ?
Daddy Magic, and they're so funny, and you just see her personality, and I'm like, yes, come on. Shout out to Lexi. Beautiful.
Listen, Turnbuckle Glam may have something to do.
Matter of fact, if anyone's having a drink with your collision crew right now, water, whatever it is, raise your glass for Lexi, the dress, for Powerhouse and the too small shirt, for the first episode of Collision, for the collision crew. Just take a sip of whatever you want.
Just great. And I think this will give Lexi more of an opportunity just to really expand. Just to expand, just to really just to grow. Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
Matter of fact, I'll go on and pull this picture down and crop it.
I'll send it to you. I worked very hard for this photo because I love you. Because the internet was not giving me what I needed to do. So. Let me go back for this because Hobbs did put himself in the Owen Hart tournament. And I don't have a still for it, so I'm just going to say it here. We later learned Ricky Starks is also going to be in the Owen Hart tournament. So we got these, and these two got history. So, you know, if this was the final, could you imagine? I don't know who else is in it. We don't know who else is in it, but.
It's already good. It's already honestly, I will say this. Because of a promo that we saw during the show, I feel like that particular person probably is going to enter as well. Because we have not seen him in a very, very long time.
You mean still I don't have Scorpio Skye?
Yeah, Scorpio Skye. He's had an amazing promo about coming back. He looked amazing. My sister was like,
Great.
and I was like, yeah, man, so he was something. He was definitely a little. But I would be surprised if he decides to make his return for the Owen Hart as well.
I like that. I like the three of them in it.
Mm-hmm. I had to Google.
Mhm.
I was like, "Who is this?" Immediately, I was like, "Who is this?" Like, okay, I spent lots of time Googling during the
But-
show because
Aisha, did that promo help you?
Yeah.
Because it showed his history. Like, it showed he was the
Yes.
first tag team champion. It shows him being the face of the Revolution. So it gave you a smidge, right? A little bit.
gave
And
me
you
a
wanted
smidge.
to learn more.
Yes, I wanted to know where he's been because I'm like I have been watching. That's what I wanted to know. I'm like, where have you been? I ain't seen you on my TV screen.
He was on the bell party, girl. He just got off last night.
He was.
That's what I wanted to know. But looking forward
And
to
he's
it.
good. And he's good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Great promos last night. All right. In their own WrestleMania Night 1 match.
Just good. Just good. Just like Shay. This ain't even like no crumbs. Like what's 4 plus 4? 8. Like 8 down. Do you hear me? Like
this one was surprising.
missed him.
Yeah, this surprised me because I'm gonna be honest. When Buddy Matthews is on his own, I'm it's not like I'm unimpressed. It's just like, okay, I think he's better. I think I've seen him better with House of Black. So it was never, whenever he was on his own, it was just kind of like, okay. And oh man, it surprised me all around. I'm like, y'all are tearing each other apart. Are we gonna make it to the end of this match? What is happening?
We barely
Absolutely.
did.
We barely did.
The beautiful thing about Buddy is he's one of those talents that can wrestle background when he needs. But if he needs to step up, you better have the wrestle ready because he is going to step. And that's what I love about him. It's a quiet kind of understanding of his own talent. And he's like, oh, cool. I can do that. This is fine. I got a belt. I'm contributing. But you want me in the single? Oh, you need me? Okay. Hold my belt. Because baby, Andrade came out ready and Buddy said, oh, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go.
And I
Yes,
think
Casey, we can commit Buddy selling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that knee, I was like, oh my God, is he okay?
Honey.
Truly.
Mm-hmm. And
Mommy and Queen.
I love to see that.
The spirit of the Queen and the brutality of our champion were running all through this match. And we love, like, this is what we miss. This is what I miss about AEW.
Yeah.
Like, Andrade was missed.
Mika, you've been watching since like the beginning. Did this feel like original AEW for you? Like 2019?
It did.
Like, I think this is its roots. This is its real roots. Not saying Dynamite is getting a little much, but you have one show and you got so many people. Don't worry, I got a picture of her too. But
Josh. Now do you see why I'm talking? It's crazy. He's crazy.
Not the Holy Ghost, but
okay.
Julia and her beautiful hat. Look at her.
You better be there. Yeah. You better be.
She went for that. She went for Andrade's mask, and he was like, "Don't touch it."
It was like, girl.
Listen.
Okay.
He's a Mexican. We know about brujas. He said, "No, ma'am.
He's like, you bring that juju over here. Don't touch him.
He's gonna call his mama, his sisters, his whole family, and they're gonna be like, "Nope."
girl. You know, girl.
Don't touch it.
She was gonna find it. Don't play.
Match of the night. I don't care.
No.
Maybe that's it.
Because I can't find it.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
That was good to me. So it is what it is.
That's true. But yeah, for the men, stuttering over here. That was match of the night. It was wrestling. It was just straight up wrestling, and they like commentary said we didn't even talk about commentary. We got Nigel and Kevin Kelly on commentary.
Hey, the one tip I need y'all to take from this, and you can put it on me. My name is right here. Keep Nigel in collision. We don't watch him on Ring of Honor. Three's a crowd over there. Ian and Caprice hold it down. They have a great chemistry. Nigel and Kevin are fine. Leave him over here, okay? Or even leave him in Wembley when you go. But do not bring him back to Ring of Honor, okay? Thank you.
Yeah. It's enough. Now he has his own spot. Him and Kevin did great.
It's fine.
Yeah. They did great. I mean, aside from Nigel, not being able to pronounce Andrade's name. But hell, eat a dough.
It was a little lesbian hey,
it's true. Nigel is number one hater, so it's truly a hater. In the end, Andrade wins his return match, of course, expected. Shout out to Aubrey's hair, though.
Beautiful, amazing. Welcome back, Chance. All the things that he deserved. And shout out to the guy that actually made sure they got front row to be able to fly the flag in the front row for him. And it was super meaningful because I felt it. So I was like, good job, guys. Good job on fans last night, honestly. Fans, most valuable players last night. We'll get to it, but they really were. No shout out.
But our celebration didn't last for long.
No, it didn't.
Did not.
Yeah.
Lights go out. House of Black shows up. Night Andrade.
But you know what? The attack was not as vicious as it has been for other people, and I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
The way that Malachi kind of just waited a bit, he knows what this opponent is. This ain't everybody. This is something different. And they handled it a little differently. So that was interesting to me to see. Because I was like, you got it. I'm catching it.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Wait. We're a week from Forbidden Door.
We are. And we still got matches to put on the card.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I mean,
he is still a part of a certain faction in New Japan.
Yes.
This is just the American version of LIJ.
Correct.
Tony Khan, you know what to do.
You know what to do, Tony.
If it's Preston Vance, I don't want it. If I get to hear that Naito song next week, that's what I want.
Exactly, bro. You're there. You are where you are. Yeah.
My brain just went.
Cooking. Collision. They already getting it over.
Listen, where's second match? This is the second match of the night. Miro's back.
Can I just say, the lady announcer, which they took a page out of WWE's book, and I get it.
Shout out Dasha.
Andrade and Miro. I was like, girl, you better. You better roll your arms. You better. Because she was doing it. She ain't quite Samantha, but she was up there.
Dasha's good. Dasha's good. She, we keep her. She's been backstage Ring of Honor. We haven't seen much of her, but now she has her own spot on Collision. Like we said, everybody's getting their own spot. Shout out to Dasha. Roll those R's.
Yes.
Tony Nese was the unfortunate soul to fight Miro in his return. And again, as we saw in Ring of Honor this Thursday, Tony Nese is Richard Simmons, and he wants people to work out, but like less fun.
Work out. No, thank you.
Way less fun.
Yes,
No Richard Simmons.
stuff in the glass eye.
hmm
Yes,
It's canon. It's canon.
it's canon.
Like,
But honestly, like, let's be real. Like, Toni D's always looks good. So I'm like, am I buying what you're selling? Possibly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
he's the premier athlete.
He
so-
is, and it's not accurate. Yes. Yes. Sure.
Time will tell.
But
The tights weren't enough, man. He got that
it was
attitude.
not. No, I do love those tights.
They weren't enough. They were on a mission.
Yeah. Mira's unleashed, the Redeemer is back, and Toni Nese was in the way. There's nothing much to say.
Yeah, we're done.
Rip to Toni. Maybe you should have stayed on Ring of Honor. Oh, they may have taken my Toni announcement one, but they will never take our funeral.
Casey, now you took it, baby. Now you took it.
That's big brained. I like it.
Y'all know the first time today. I like that. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good. We're today. Okay.
And our first ever women's match on AEW Collision. I'm gonna just keep saying first because I can.
It is the first. It's the
It's
first.
like WWE, everything's a first. That's our first tag match. Skye Blue, Chicago's own, everyone's favorite pyro, and Willow Nightingale, the New Japan Strong Champion, versus the Outcast, Toni and Ruby. We got time. Everyone looked great.
What great is an understatement? First of all, this. First of all, okay, yes, Toni, Ruby, love, adore, chef kiss. The coordination, the way that Willow, who absolutely could have came out second because she is the current New Japan champion and the veteran here, came out first so that Skye can have that pop in her hometown. And they flashed to Willow, and Willow's face was so full of joy because Skye was getting what she deserves. That to me, this was everything about this match. And I knew later on that Willow would do what she needed to do to make sure Skye could have that moment. And that's all. We'll get there. But this, but even on the other side, because there was a moment where Ruby helped Toni drop down off the apron, like holding her hands and they're hugging each other. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. We love it. The generosity of wrestlers. I think that's great too.
Women supporting women.
Ah, see?
Please. Can we talk about, since Will destroyed Ruby with the pounce on the out, that pounce was powerful, but wait, can we talk about how Skye Blue's mama got her lick back?
Baby!
That part.
She's like, y'all ain't coming with me with the spray can again. Like, y'all not doing that. Hilarious.
She does say, and I'm gonna tell you this, in person, like, angel. Just literally, like, her energy calmed everybody. We're all just like, like super chill. Because that's just, she is. She's very infectious. And I like what you said, you shout out Skye being a star. You're getting more comfortable with her. She's still young. She's a baby. She's a baby. And I could tell when we met her just how she's still a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she's on this grand stage and she's moving around with me. So shout out to her. She had the intense makeup tonight, the red lip, the blue eyes.
She said, I'm from Chicago.
And I'm sure I got my position on this moment. What do you think?
She's literally the Chicago flag, is what she was.
She was right. Okay.
Mhm.
Killing it. So proud of her. Love. Aisha,
Yeah.
love this match. Fun?
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like we all knew where it was going. Figured that they would win. Skye and Willow would take it, which they did. And I love this photo.
I had to.
And
Thank you, AW.
right, I thought it was also, again, it was a lot of fun. The crowd enjoyed it, which made me enjoy it. Watching from my couch. So it was good. It was good.
Josh, please.
Listen, okay, but we're talking about the pounce, which is yes, but like Toni Storm and her like hip attack, baby,
Ooh.
every single time.
It was vicious.
It is.
The
Those hips
Neck
don't lie.
was snapping back. I'm like, oh, Toni Storm, come on. Ooh.
But
I think for her title, I think she won it. With the pounce seems to be getting more vicious as she does it.
mm-hmm.
Like I think people are finally realizing she don't come for you, so you might as well just take it. And it's just getting more vicious. And then when she takes those straps down, Cutie Willow goes into a dress. So it goes crazy. And that's what happened. They found out very quickly that it just was not their night. So.
And I don't remember if I said this Wednesday. I much more enjoy the Outcast without Saraya. They're so much more enjoyable.
Can we talk about where she has been? Do we know? I think
she's at home with her birds. I don't know.
It's very much shrouded in mystery.
They didn't even bring her cardboard out this week.
Yeah, she said she's not going to step foot back into the arena until what? Something she said. She said on that.
I don't know.
She said she's not stepping foot back into the arena until blah blah. I don't even know what it was. So we're not gonna see her for a while. I don't think.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay.
But this proves they don't need her because it was a ragtag group anyway. But these.
And it's not like she wrestles regularly. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I much like them better like this. And they finally got what they deserve with a spray can that they've been using for ages.
Oh wait, let's see. One day ago.
Oh.
There's an update on where she has been. So last we saw her was on the 31st episode of Dynamite when she tagged with Jericho. Saraya isn't around right now due to undisclosed reasons. So that was yesterday. And there is no word when she will be back on television.
Interesting. Well, Skye Blue and Willow picked up the win. Yeah. Fun match. Great match. Good energy. Love to see it. Keep it up. I feel like Skye Blue's going to be on Collision a lot. That might be her show. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You ready for some silliness?
I enjoyed this. This was just a giggle fest for me. It just, I laughed the entire time. I was invested. They didn't say much. The scissor outfit tickled me.
Truly ridiculous. I thought it was a pride outfit for a second. I thought there were rainbow scissors. A little bit.
She can understand, like, he looks great for his age, but this whole segment was literally just, it was a palate cleanser in the show. It was just good. You just laughed. It was interrupted. They just were being the acclaim, and it was perfect.
I mean, again, like everybody loves the acclaimed. This is not a lie. And to like, it just cracks me up every week or whenever they're on, just to see on national TV them talking about like scissoring people. And like, I think I flash back to like Fan Fest where that little boy was like scissoring everybody in line. And I was like, little boy, you are like 8.
Nolan.
That's Nolan. That's everyone's youngest brother. So
Was it?
Yep. You were scissored by a famous second generation child.
It just like threw me off that I was like,
that's the youngest boy. So that's what.
Well, listen.
So y'all, at Fan Nolan was there because the whole family was there. And he would literally just walk up to random people and throw the scissors out.
He would just, and he would tap you, and he would just go, and then just.
And you guys, you have to scissor him back. You have to. And he was beating everybody. He was like walking. We were into Keshka's line, and he was walking down to Keshka's line, throwing the scissors out to everybody. Like,
you, me, Will Washington, we all got it at one point together.
I missed it because I didn't see him at first until it was somebody pointed out like he tapped me, and I was like, "What is going on?"
And we said, "Scissor him."
I was like, "Oh," but it's hilarious and it's so awesome to see. Like, I love the acclaimed, and yes, this pink outfit, like daddy ass, and then Toni Schiavone getting in on it. Come on, four-way scissor.
Listen.
Okay, they moved Toni to the corner.
I had to introduce my sister to it. She was like, "What's going on?" This is her first time really seeing it. And I was like, doing something at my vanity. So I was like, "You never said it about this." And so she was like, "Wait." And so she was trying to keep a straight face, but as soon as we did it, she cracks up laughing. And she's like, "I get it. I get it." She's like, "There's foam fingers." I'm like, "Yes." This 4-person scissor.
But did you see when they moved Toni to the corner? Because Tony's like, "What do I do?" And they're like, "You go here." Silly, fun.
Toni Schiavone, such a team player. He's great.
Listen,
Stan, great.
Yes,
Britt Baker's best friend is great.
Adorable. Okay, and we now know that everybody loves to play, on Wednesdays, but now it's also weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
acclaimed every weekend.
Yep. We've seen them on Collision.
Acclaimed every weekend.
Yep.
So, we're here, y'all.
Not mad at it. That was fun. That was just the amount of silly that we needed.
Yes. Because we saw too many people get their lives taken in that race. So we had to have a collision. The right collision, okay?
Truly. Collision to a collision. Our main event. We made it, guys. We're here.
Right? Shay, you still around?
Yeah.
We'll talk about your boy.
Okay?
Yeah, come on in hot, girl. Be here.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, this is your time to shine. Samoa Joe, Jay White, Juice Robinson versus Comforter.
Versus Comforter. There's our girl. Accounted for with the Guns ICU Bullet Club Gold 2.0, the remix, in addition to also.
Yo, okay, Bullet Club. Just a side note. Of course, y'all know this. All of y'all know this. But for me, this was like the first time I really Googled and really did some extensive. And I was like, oh, wait, how many people are in the Bullet Club? I did not realize.
Even all the people that's not in the Bullet Club, like low key, but for all of that, we just recently got our first Black person and our first Samoans. So I mean, it's been a thing. But yeah, some of your favorite wrestlers were Bullet Club leaders.
I was like, oh, everybody, okay. So I thought that was hilarious. But yes.
We might be in Bullet Club. I don't know.
Thank you, Josh. You know, I'm gonna take you. We're gonna have to get on the
And our king of television. You know what, Mika? We were hoping for the green shorts because green means business.
Green means business, but you know what? Let me tell you something. I value Uncle Joe and this company so much because he is able to repeatedly establish why he is who he is. Even if it's just his promos. Uncle Joe, we all thought it was a wrap the last injury, right? WWE would not clear him. He was just on commentary. This is prime Uncle Joe. This is a different Joe, and it's so good. And I'm so glad that AEW sees his value and lets him do that. Lets him cut these promos on TV. Lets him wrestle these big, because he is a big name himself. But for the younger people who may not be watching a long time, or new people that don't know his extensive history with Ring of Honor and WWE, all of them, you can see why that man is the man. He is your excellency. He is your highness. He is, that's who he is. And this character for him, I love, because the king of television proving it every time he's on the screen. Every time he's on the screen, I'm like, I love Uncle Joe. I really do. Like, just amazing.
Truly.
But yes. Side note for you, I'm sure. Did you just? Oh yeah. Jeff Jarrett was a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He does get a little NWO-y at sometimes.
Let me see. Samoa Joseph is him. Samoa Joseph is him, yes. The only real club is the one being run by Jay. I don't know what David Finley's doing.
Listen.
We're not going to talk about that man.
We don't talk about David Finley, but Santana. This is for Santana. Fuck David Finley. Fuck that man.
I mean, yeah, we don't know him.
That's it.
We don't know him. If he was walking down the street right now, we would know.
Comforter in their Bret Hart gear, because they're all best friends because of Bret Hart. I saw a tweet that said they got together because they all have a crush on Bret Hart, and it's true.
I mean,
they have a big crush on him. Man crush, respectfully.
Doesn't everybody at this point?
Oh,
I mean,
you're either Bret Hart or you're Shawn Michaels.
And honestly, look, I'm Bret Hart, and I don't even, unfortunately, the little stuff that I do know about Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, I know the whole story, but the internet is like, you are Bret Hart. Everyone's like, Aisha, you are Bret Hart, and I'm like, I'm Bret Hart. I'm a fan.
It's a shirt.
That's so stupid. I want it.
Comforter is a shirt on AEW shop.
What is it? Fists? Is that what?
Oh yeah, it's see him.
FTR, and it says Comforter. It's a shirt.
Yeah.
AEW is gonna run with the joke, and you know what? I'm not mad.
If somebody, you know what? I will wear a Comforter shirt.
I'll wear a Comforter.
I'm themed out. I got my top guys. First time I'm wearing it, so.
Now we got your Body Finger shirt. It has dropped. He's on here.
If anybody would like to donate, I'm unemployed and cannot buy merch right now. This is the last shirt I ever bought before I got unemployed. So send me some money. Help. This was a great match.
Moving
on. Yeah, they got plenty of time. They got 30 full minutes.
Well, there's a lot of meat. A lot of men. A lot of feelings.
Irish Spring Club, I can't.
Oh.
I'm still waiting on CM Punk merch I ordered from WC 10 years ago, sis.
Just lost. It got lost. I think we all got burned then.
30 Shay was it. Okay, please. I say this every week, but if y'all are not following Shay on Twitter when she between, especially when Jay White comes on, it is hilarious. Venice. I'll be cracking up.
This is disgusting. I want you to know.
That was 2 minutes too much of Jay White. I said what I said, Shay. Square up.
I'll be fine.
Well,
I might have to be in a handicap match against Shay and Santana. What have I done?
And you know what? I'll be ringside, but I can't.
You're just an enforcer. You just got to make sure things are.
Shay's got it. I'll book it. We're gonna fantasy book one day women's wrestling talk hosts in virtual matches.
That's what we need to do, like a celebrity death match.
Now, Casey, you've been here long enough.
Casey,
Me and you are trying to click the same comment.
We are. Go ahead, Mika. Go ahead,
No.
Mika.
Exactly. Please that juice. No. The man is scary looking just because he got Tony Storm that don't make you cool. Like, it's enough for me. It's enough for me.
hard,
No.
hard no.
Exactly. Casey, now you know you've been here.
It's not my car. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say.
Casey trolling. Now you know.
Mm-mm.
Nobody here. I don't mind Juice Robinson. I don't mind Night.
You
One
just
way or the other.
you screaming Ricky.
You know what? That's true. I think that's the only part I like. I'm not. I'm. You tell the truth. That's true.
We still haven't got that clip. We got to put that.
Yes. I'm gonna find it.
Oh,
What else about this?
but the match.
What else? Any other?
Well, this.
Yes.
This.
Yes. I didn't know about this, right? So everybody's screaming. So of course, as I do, I gotta get to the Googles. Why is this okay? Like, great. Ring of Honor. Awesome. Okay.
Ring of Honor. This is history for Ring of Honor. This right here, these two men, actually, most of the match because FTR as well. Just and my Ring of Honor, with this still all that happened, my little Ring of Honor heart was just bursting. I was just like, I can't take it. Please, somebody give me some more. I'm not good, you know.
Just take all my money, Tony Khan. Here it is.
Way exactly. I'm scared of this, Josh.
You know, I don't know.
I wanted to ask you this, but I was hard with zero down on JK and the purple hat, so I had to break it. But no, ma'am.
No, get out.
Matter of fact, give me your email so I can write up your cease and desist and send it to you. Because it's enough.
I don't like that. In the end, Comforter wins. Just like a comforter. They wrapped him up in their comforter. 1, 2, 3.
Of course, Brother Hard takes the pin because who else?
Well,
Joe wasn't going to take it. I'll tell you that right now.
Soft Pebble takes the loss.
Joe was like, "Top just yourselves, but you ain't pinning me, so figure it out."
You know what, Casey. See,
On a Sunday?
On a Sunday, not on the Sabbath.
She's still around, so it must be.
She did help him at a Resurgence. You know, we saw them. But how did she let him go out in those pants?
6 sad words. To quote my favorite Darian, 6 sad words.
But so, and
he's saving himself. There must be something coming for Forbidden Door. There has to be that they're saving Jay for because he has not wrestled a lot. They're keeping him out of harm's way. So I'm wondering what match. Maybe it's gonna be a Bullet Club on a pole match. Him and David Finley are gonna finally just one time for the one time. You know?
That's the one. That's the only time I'll ever cheer for Jay White. Is if that man go against David Finley for the troop. No, I hate. It's the only time. I don't acknowledge David Finley. That was the end of Collision, guys. What did we think overall? I gotta bring us back.
Overall, I thought it was great. I enjoyed myself. I think, with the exception. Listen, get better, Jim Ross. Jim Ross, feel better, baby. We need you
hurting him because this is not okay.
Listen.
Yeah, what? Who let him out there?
I don't know, but like,
Tony,
please get better, Jim. Like, we just, sorry.
All right.
But overall, I enjoyed it.
She gotta go.
You have to go.
FTR dropping the. Are we kicking Shay out?
Aisha.
She has to go. Make it.
That's your partner.
That's your tag partner.
You know what? I'm gonna stand beside her because she's great. But sometimes like her love of Jay White, it just sometimes be getting in the way. But that's all right. That's okay. I enjoyed it overall. I thought it was really great first episode. I don't know. I'm looking forward to what's next. What surprises we're getting. So yeah.
I am going to say, as much as I hate it, Comforter did a great job with this show. And I don't hate it because of Comforter. I hate it because of the beginning part of it.
The C in
Yes.
Comforter.
But this show reminds people of how great AEW can be. We get a lot of flack for being AEW fans, a lot of flack for AEW period. Tony Khan gets a lot of flack. This show is showing that he's doing something right. Jeff Jarrett is in there. You got Will in there. You got FTR and CM Punk, and I'm actually calling him by his name right now, with hands in the booking for this show. That is making a difference. It makes everything that we go through as AEW fans, the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs, and all the foolishness. I'm gonna be honest, this show makes it worth it because it's giving us, between Collision now, Rampage, Dynamite, and Ring of Honor, there is nothing that you can't find wrestling on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are completely well-rounded. If you want lives, we got that. You want luchas, we got that. You want Blue Japan, you want Stardom, we got that. You want pure, just take your head off wrestling, we got that. You want gimmicks, we got Hangman and the Bucks and sparkly cowboy hats and zebra print shoes. Whatever you want,
Blood?
have that. Right? And if Tony can figure out how to make this sustainable, he is on a track to be around for a very long time doing some really good things. So I'm not mad about my Saturday nights. I can go out after because it comes on early enough. But I think that this and the show now, this is good. It's good. I can't complain. They took the time, and I'm looking forward to how it's gonna go moving forward.
Yeah. It feels like we didn't know we needed this.
You don't see Tony.
Oh, there will be. Don't worry. I'm gonna hit the button. I'm gonna hit a Tony Khan as a big announcement.
Tony itself from Ring of Honor. That was hilarious.
Oh, my boys Tony and Stokely.
Them two together. Calling him Stoke. That was funny too.
Hi guys.
Hello. Listen. Stop. Shay, you know what, Shay? Time's out.
Awkward. He can't help himself.
Listen, okay, I will say this as far as moving forward with Collision. I would love to see theme shows. Like, give me, and maybe, I don't know, maybe this is a Rampage thing. I don't know, but I would love to see a theme show. Like, give me 2 hours of just lucha, right?
Ooh.
Like, give me, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me 2 hours of New Japan or like Stardom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, and it doesn't have to be all the time, but like, I think that would be, listen, and if y'all end up taking this idea, credit right here. Women's Wrestling Talk.
We've been looking for our points for years. We just want our money.
That's why Tony left the scrum early. He said, I have to go. He didn't even stick around. He said, no, Al's here. She's going to hit me up. I can't do it.
At this point, I'm just going to DM Will and tell him, I don't know what y'all need to do, but y'all owe us some money, so can you figure out since you up there?
That's the one thing we forgot to tell Will.
You need to run, somebody needs to just one time, just run we will split it 3 ways.
I just want a little bit.
A little bit.
AEW, help me. I'm unemployed. Help me.
Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. AEW, contact us. Send us each a bottle of something for our show. Oh, it could even be Chris Jericho's bubbly.
The bubbly, honestly, it's really good. It's good.
And because we do collision and cocktails. So, let us do that. And we'll be happy. We'll be happy.
And in the meantime, if you decide to do theme shows, give us like 4 theme shows a year, or maybe a few more. Like that would be amazing. If you need themes, hit me up, because
I like it.
I would love to see that. Because I
Mhm.
think you're right, Mika. Like we're getting a little bit of everything, and so why not take full advantage of that while also not necessarily fatiguing your wrestlers. And also, as you're bringing in a new audience with Collision, why don't you bring in some new wrestlers as well, or wrestlers that aren't made known on, because there are plenty of wrestlers that I'm like, I would love to see more of you. So yeah,
You
that's it.
know, that's that one too, Casey. Respectfully, let's objectify some men.
Time to objectify the men a little bit. They did it to us. Just pay it back,
Okay. You know what AEW hasn't done in a minute? And going to Aisha's thing of themes. Remember, we were doing Beach Break. We had a Game of Thrones theme night. We had all these integrated things. Put that on Collision sometimes. Do you remember the Halloween? It was like all Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Do it.
Put it there, just occasionally. Do that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We had what did we have? The lake. I don't remember, something about a lake. Quake at the lake. We had that once. Do something silly over on Collision. But I want full themes. Commit. Like when you would do Beach Break and it was all beach people. But more Scantix men when we do a Beach Break. Less ladies in bikinis, more men in speedos, but they have to be specific men. I want you anyway.
Right.
We can cast them.
I don't think I need to see Powerhouse no.
No. We'll cast the
I
model.
would probably combust. Just spontaneously, I'm gone. No tax. In the ether. I would not be able to take that.
Do you remember the divas in their little beach themed water matches? Give me Kenny Omega in a little taran water. That's what I want. Give me Hangman. A little. Just saying.
You know what? I don't think Hangman can do that. It's going to be giving stripper vibes if he come out with his Adam the Stallion hat and scarf on, but the little dun-dun-duns, that's going to be too much for the people. We're going to be borderlining on Magic Mike. We ain't going to be able to do it.
But that's when we put the show on a little bit later.
Hey, Casey, no.
No. We don't want that. We don't want
that.
That's true. We actually probably are. That's what I want. A lingerie pillow fight. Bring those back. Paddle on a pole. What else did we do? This is off the rails. Should we go to commercial before we run over what's going on Dynamite, guys?
Yes.
Please hold on. Listen to RTK tell you where you can find every show on Women's Wrestling Talk throughout the week. And then please stay. We will talk all about what's happening on Dynamite this week, because we're going to be back.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching, because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw post-show, WoW post-show, AEW Dynamite post-show, Women's Wrestling Army post-show, NXT post-show, Impact Wrestling post-show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live post-show, On the Scroll, ROH post-show, WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod, and make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
That's right. That's where you can find us all week. And now Sundays. It's not in there, but please, right here, every Sunday, we'll be here. But let's move ahead to Dynamite. It's Wednesday. Because this match is announced. It's not Darby and his dad Sting versus Jericho and Sammy.
I just went and dusted the versus I was like, hey, hold up. You're already here anyway. You want to wrestle?
Rest in peace to those three young men over there. Action Andretti, Darius Martin, and AR Fox.
No.
Only
If
for
you
Murder
watch
Grandpa.
Ring of Honor, they have a chance. That's all I'm saying.
A small chance. They're gonna put up a fight,
I agree.
but they're gonna die.
But shout out to AR Fox, because that is the husband of one of our co-hosts. Love you. We really hope that is healing quickly. Good to see Action Andretti and Darius still being able to move forward together in his absence. This is gonna be interesting.
This will be fun. The Sammy and Jericho of it all, that's gonna be the drama. And then Suzuki's gonna be like, I don't know what you guys are doing. He's gonna be like, I don't know.
He's here to chop people to death.
Yeah, right. I was about to say. He's like, I
He's
did
not
not.
here.
I'm here for this. I don't. The rest of that is insulin.
But don't forget, Toni, give us the full song. We need the full Suzuki moment. Please. Full time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll also have another. These all just look fake. These all look so fake.
Yes.
What did I just say 2 weeks ago about how Orange Cassidy needs to rest? Did I not say that y'all need to let this man rest? And at this point,
fighting for his life. Fighting for his life.
And he knows it. He's just like, you know what? Who else? Who we got? I'm really excited about this because I am a new fan of Zack Sabre Jr. And I'm like, baby, like I cannot wait for this. Like Daniel Garcia, and Shibata. Yes, like y'all are there, but I am really here for Zack. I no shade to them.
The crazy thing is Shibata will kill everybody in that ring. He will. But we're gonna get to see that Toaster TV title again on the channel. That is the same color as Zack's hair, you know.
I told you, even worse in person. Even worse in person.
But Daniel Garcia got his wish. You want to fight Shibata? Here it is. You should have sent a text message to your friend Yuta and asked him how long it took for him to come back from the dead after he got poked to death for that time.
I don't think he's still back. He's still not the same.
But since you want to do this, we're gonna do it. But at least he has Zack Sabre Jr. on the side.
True.
Just saying.
A little bit.
To put this up your shame.
And then
You know
he's
what?
gonna start to
I'll
dance.
drink to that shit. I'll drink to that.
This is what's gonna happen. He's gonna do the little dance, and then Shibata's gonna pop up behind him and just knock him out.
Oh, for sure.
Shibata's not gonna stand for that. Oh.
Your
Go off,
other
Casey.
husband, Casey is husband collector at this point.
Brother husbands. Speaking of brothers,
Let's just hope this is quick. Parties, let's do what needs to be done and wrap it up.
Matt will hold this match down. Jeff's gonna pop in, do what needs to be done. 1, 2, 3. Brother Zay's gonna pop in on the ring, do a little moan, do a little distraction. Ethan Page better do his job and distract them. Ethan Page, don't you mess this up.
And I'm gonna play it while we're here. If you don't ever watch that thing, has fun for missing out. That kid and his antics are funny. Players on there, and Cheesecake, security guard, everybody loves. Daniel Garcia is always on there. Other special people are on the line. Please tune into that. It's really entertaining. The Vegas recap, hilarious. If you just ever want some mindless content to watch and just giggle, it's there. So, yeah. It's already with the last games, for sure. Yeah.
Still mad about Many Men months later. I'm still mad about it. I don't care.
Oh, I gotta say something up here. It's gonna make it even better.
Oh. Yeah, it'll be fun. Another I can't tell how fun this will be. Fun,
It's
ridiculous.
gonna be fun.
A concession stand brawl in Jeff Berg guys.
I don't know what any of this means. I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
I
Maybe
know what it is for me, and I will take you off here, but I'm excited for this match.
me too. I think this will be good. It'll be fun, like you said, and I'm always down. I'm always down for the fun.
Silly. Food in the face.
Yeah.
Sodas in the face.
Yep.
Papa Briscoe may pop up. I don't know. Aubrey, I don't know. And that's what I like, that I don't know what's going to happen here. And finally, the TBS Championship is on the line. Chris Statlander and Taya, we have a date. It will be this Wednesday. It's technically an open challenge, but it's already been claimed, so
For sure.
they need to stop using words like that. Not what that means. Gonna be great. Gonna be good.
I think so too. Yep.
Chris isn't losing yet, but
I know. I was like, she's gonna have this one for a minute.
mm-hmm. Yes. Why not? Nachos.
Yeah.
Great. And then I do not have a good screenshot of it, but we will also have a blind eliminator tournament for the AEW World Tag Team Championship for a World Tag Team title shot. We don't know who's in it. We don't know what's going on, but that's what's going to start.
Well, I guess that's the definition of blind, right?
Yeah, blind. Whoever shows up, you show up. Maybe, well, I mean, it could be the Guns or the Hardys, but they have their own match, so who knows?
It could be anybody at this point.
Truly, could be us.
Ooh.
Ooh. Could be anybody. But that's Dynamite, everybody.
Casey.
Casey.
Y'all have been wild on this wrestling.
Did not think we'd go an hour and a half, y'all.
I know. It probably won't be in the future. This is just the first one, right? So
hopefully we'll cut this down. But we're having a good time.
You know, as long as the people show up and they interact, I'm okay. And you guys have, I appreciate y'all. I know, but I can probably speak for all of them. Y'all stop me to do every Sunday to spend some time with us, an hour and a half with us. We will never forget that. Thank you guys for the first show. So y'all showed up and showed out for us, and we appreciate so much.
We do.
Thank you.
Before we get out of here, tell everybody where we can find y'all. Let's start with Aisha.
You can find. I keep hitting the thing. You can find me on Twitter at Aisha Watches. Lately it's been me just tweeting random things as I try to get this apartment together. Builder. I'm gonna look that up. I need to know if there's any blind wrestlers.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, they're crazy. Continue.
Listen, so you can find me over on Twitter. I'm also, a few of you have found me on Instagram. I am on Instagram if you just search my first and last name.
That's my fault.
And
tagging you.
No, that's okay. No, I don't mind. I privated my account because of all the bots. It's getting out of control. So that's the only reason why. So,
crazy.
But yeah, y'all can find me over there. It's more acting related stuff than wrestling stuff, but I'm still over there. So that's where you can find me. Mika, where can we find you?
If I'm not in the crazy house, you can find me at I'm still currently on a podcast tour. I got a couple of others that I have to appear on, but I have recently been on Black Wrestling Podcast as well as the Social Wars Podcast. So y'all want something to check me out over there. Both of those are not safe for work. I'm just gonna say that. Other than that, y'all already know I'm here, I'm accessible. If you follow me, y'all know I got a lot of crap going on. And, you know, as the young kids like to say, fuck it, so we're going to continue pushing forward and do what we do. What about you, Adora?
Y'all know where to find me. Al, 2 underscores, Twitter, Instagram, all of that fun stuff. Believe I have an interview dropping this week. Double check. Got to tell Boss Lady what to do. But I should have that out. Check that out. It'd be fun. And yeah, just like we keep saying, there's good stuff happening. We can't tell you. It's in the works. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with our first episode of Sizzlin' Sundays, AEW Collision post show. And we'll see you next week. Well, we'll see you throughout the week, but we'll see you, the three of us will see you together next week. So, bye.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.